Jackets will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Wolfpack offense comes out to get things started in this one. Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle.
There he goes! To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
The Wolfpack, after that big play on the ground, might just run it until they stop it. Pass to 45. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. They go to the ground. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Got the back over the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They march 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Yellow Jackets offense has the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. They'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. To the air, it's King. Immediately fires to the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field to score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Quarterback gets the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
The Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Runs through a tackle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. On the option. He'll toss it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They stop him again, and not only that, they've made this 4th down that much harder. And the Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. They ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. He leaves it with his back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. 3rd and short, they got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Grab behind the line. It's Rodgers. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. You want to talk about a decision that could blow up in your face, going for it inside your own 40. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. run the option. Now the toss. Nice move to keep running. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you.
Breaks into the open. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 22 on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I like changing things up. I like trying new things. Handing it to the tight end, that's something you don't see very often. A little creativity. Now, there was negativity in the end, but I like the creative thought process of trying to get somebody else the football.
Throws to the wideout. It's gone. Touchdown! Georgia Tech made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Notre Dame. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Going right and going deep. He makes the catch, but the official's right on top of it, signaling out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Finds his man. It's smothered. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Power football with the run. Gets it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Looking for room. It's Scott. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And I love when defenses see pulling guards because what you're supposed to do is run through immediately. If you're a linebacker, you see a pulling guard, I'm running through that gap. If you're a defensive lineman and that guard pulls in front of you, I run down the line of scrimmage and chase. Great job seeing that puller, making a play, getting a tackle for a loss.
Looking downfield, it's Bailey. He's got it and still on his feet. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the D denied. A quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line. After getting stuffed, what do they have for an answer here on 3rd and goal from the 2? Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The rambling wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. They're working that left side. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
With the catch, it's Rutherford. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Looking to throw, it's King. Takes a hit as he fires. He's open on the right. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Slide to quarterback, feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To the ground with the back. He breaks and runs through another one. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Smothers. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. That's caught, it's Smothers. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got it in the middle. It's Grimes. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. They've already put one field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. Good right down the boulevard. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. He'll bring it out. It's Stockton. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football falling out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different runs.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's got an open man. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. The Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense, and he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
Spins away from the defense. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. The toss to the outside. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
And And that is great third down and short defense. You're thinking up the middle, up the middle. You got to react to something wide. Great job seeing the toss, stretching it out, making sure they don't get downhill, making sure they don't get the first down.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Dead center perfect. The lead is down to a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Michigan is currently ahead in this one in a jam-packed big house, but it's been close so far. They're up by a field goal over Purdue. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. That's caught. It's Smothers. At the 35, he's open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Pulls it and fires to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And in this weather, man, you start to the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Wants to keep it in the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. The short hands, it's Smothers. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Gets rid of it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Caught over the middle. It's Smothers. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
A nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
On the run, it's Scott. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. Trying to march in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. Back to throw, it's Bailey. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That gives him a 16-10 lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Rivers. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Handoff to the lone back. Turning it on. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Yellow Jackets, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Complete in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Motion from the back. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on third down. To throw, it's Kane. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Now, that was a blitz from the middle linebacker. That's one the offensive line should have picked up, regardless of what the pass protection was. Sliding or going base man-to-man or fanning out, you generally always account for the middle linebacker. There's no reason to let him run cleanly.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Field goal is good. The lead sliced to 3 at 16-13.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll try the run. At the 45 on his way. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Got the first down and more. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Using his feet to buy time. Running to Green. Oh, out of space. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you've got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Here's the handoff. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights. Good. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
You got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to pass. It's King. Under fire. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Got to find a completion on this one. Oh, they get to it. Had a chance for an all-time finish, but the defense put a stop to it, and that's the final play of the game. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching enough. Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the 20th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Hurricanes will boot it away to start the game. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So NC State's offense will have the first possession of the game. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football. One of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smothers. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. New set of downs after the completion. The give to the tailback. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The pull and throw off the RPO. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Let's talk for a second about NC State. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range that people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle it?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
They'll leave it with him. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 82 yards. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside. On that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Bunch formation for these receivers. Dropping back, it's Beck. Snags it over the middle. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season after winning
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And how do you counteract all the speed you have in college football? You chase the quarterback and the skill position guys with faster guys. You bring in more DBs. You bring them down in the box. You get them near the line of scrimmage so they can make big plays with their fast speed in the backfield.
And the Canes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Fletcher. Oh, what a move. Still running at the 40. Off to the races to the right. At the 20. Touchdown, Miami. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he knocked that one right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Grimes. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Called it, finds his man on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Makes the catch. It's Smothers. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. They'll give it to the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Grab near the sticks. It's Smothers. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. There's the pressure. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced a big interception.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Smashes it between the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Carolina State has him back in the offense, headed to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things.
Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds. maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's Rodgers. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Smothers. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Now they'll run it to the right here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires it incomplete.
You wonder if the pick earlier in the game is now affecting this quarterback, and not just his psyche, but also his fundamentals. He threw that ball off his back leg. You're not going to throw completions playing like that.
He's got it on the move. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UCF. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
The Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Looking downfield. It's Beck. Throws for the tight end. Finds space on the right. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Trying to get rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your... Didn't. They got him there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Looking to the big time. Get it and gave him enough enough room to get the foot down. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. He wants to throw it again. Rushes on him. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And this defense doing what it does best. Get after the quarterback. That's their 3rd of the day. They're number 1 in the nation at getting the quarterback on the ground. That's why they've had such a successful unit.
Tight end now in motion. They'll run play action. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Hurricanes will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Dropping back, it's Bailey. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. They get him down on the play, and this big-armed sophomore's not afraid to show off the gun. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Gonna run it. It's Smothers.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Running back searching for a hole. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Smothers. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Wants to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Final seconds of the 1st half, and they'll try to put up 3. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Coral Gables, sign me up for another half. And talk about a 1st half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the shadows of South Beach.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the 1st half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success.
Hits the accelerator to the right. The 30. He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and Hill has it. Touchdown! point here would tie the game. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. They'll go to the ground. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. NC State might think about going for a big one on second. Good run and a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Oh, they're after him. Grab near the marker. It's Scott. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. The sure hands. It's Rogers.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Leaves it with the running back. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. A field goal here will put them on top, but a touchdown's what you want in a game like this. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws. Caught close to the marker, it's Scott. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, NC State! They take the lead with the 6. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Washington State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and Coleman behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Louisiana Tech. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's back. Makes the catch. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Just keep slinging it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
And the Hurricanes will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Hold and fire complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
And he knocked him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. On the run, fires downfield. Connection to the right. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Snagged in the middle, it's Grimes. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. NC State going up tempo. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Bust through behind his pad. Can they catch him? They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. Back to throw, it's Beck. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
29 Philly.
He wants to throw it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation, you cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And that is back-to-back sacks. You get down here in this part of the field, man, you want to keep going forward. You want to make sure you put yourself in a good situation, hopefully to go for it if you need to on 4th down. But now you're putting yourself really behind the 8 ball with back-to-back sacks.
They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Looking for a man. It's back. A shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Canes.
Man, 4th and goal. You're backed up a little bit after a couple bad plays, and you make the play. You needed it. You find your receiver, throw it up. He goes and gets it. What a play by this offense in a critical moment.
And they tacked on the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys.
Sprinting away! They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that 1st down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. The give to the back. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They give it to him again. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. Nice move there. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on second and goal. They'll run it. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Let's see what the offense dials up on third and goal. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Returner runs out of bounds.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's back. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
He spikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go?
Let's go!
Wants to go up top. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up.
I think some people will get upset. What are you doing? Why are you throwing the football away? I'm in field goal range. I take a sack, it makes it a harder field goal. This is a great job by the quarterback, understanding the situation and throwing the football away.
Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Takes the handoff. It's Scott. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.